Hey guys, so this it's good to see you all. It's actually a pretty nice crowd for Halloween. So this set is dedicated. I'm dedicating this set to my good friend Denis, my Russian brother. So you guys are probably wondering what the hell am I looking at? This is the Russian thug outfit. I'm wearing Adidas, pretty much top to bottom, and it's a Russian thug uniform. That's right. Yeah, actually, even my underwear is Adidas. So this is the kind of tuxedo I grew up in. This used to be the Russian tux. This is how you were supposed to dress for the parties, for the fancy dates. I mean, I know this is like, what, Adidas tracksuit? People have a hard time believing this, but it is true. And actually, if you wear this in Russia, all kinds of wrong people will be interested in talking to you. So, and the things they might say to you, you really don't want to hear. Things like, hey, bratok ты откуда? Just basically means like, so, what district, what area are you from? What hood are you from? And so on and so forth, and it's all downhill from there. But this being Halloween, I thought, hey, I'd scare you a little bit, you know, Russian style. So here we are. Consider yourself scared. So I actually for what I consider comedy, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about if you guys have seen me before, I come here, I talk about a little bit about building bridges between Russia and the United States. Could you please close the baby's ears? In the United States, we say fuck you, screw you. In Russia, we say pretty much the same thing, get on the dick. So, close nations, very close to each other, and not a lot of differences. And so, I felt like, hey, this I'm doing God's work. That's what the Buddhist monk told me. He said, yeah, building bridges, that's God's work. And I was like, yeah, I'm on it. And then I thought, hey, Russia's too far away. Sure, you can see it from Alaska, but still a trip. And I thought, hey, why don't I switch to something a little closer? So I decided, hey, I'm just going to start hooking people up. Because matchmaking, I think, is a lot of fun. That's what I thought before I tried it. And, something is going on wrong with this. You guys, I need to talk to you about this, I thought, because it's really not happening for me. Like, the matches ain't happening. So I'm just going to share with you my methodology. Yeah, it's a terrible methodology, I know. And you tell me what's wrong with it, right? How about that? Yeah? Did you? Okay. So this is how I do it. So I had this guy at work. He works IT. He was complaining to me. He's a nice guy, actually. Helped me out a lot. He was complaining to me. He's like, having a hard time just getting out there. Nobody's interested. And I was like, all right, I'll take this case on. So, because I was like, I know just the girl for you. You should also get a shot. And I was like, well, first you need to take a shower, get a shave, and stop smelling the way you smell right now. And so we took care of that. So I thought, hey, we're on the right track. And so you see, you guys, I'm a big believer in breaking the ice, as quick as possible. People get super uncomfortable around each other. I noticed. Especially when when you're on that first date, you don't really know what the other person, a guy or girl, is up to. Can get a little awkward, and you reach for something and you accidentally touch their bottoms. I don't know, whatever. I mean, things happen. Y'all know what's up. So I was like, these two awkward beings, I need to introduce them to my Russian method of breaking ice. And the way the method works, you guys, and this is trademarked, so don't go around telling everybody, hey, I got this great. No, do mention me, copyrighted. It has a lot to do with dogs. You heard of Pavlov, the scientist, Pavlovian reflex? Yeah, Russian guy. So, he practiced on those dogs so much they had to send them to space just to make sure they get away from him. Anyway, I based it on that good Russian science, my methodology, and the way it works is, have you noticed that anybody here has a dog? Anybody? One person, two people? Okay. So have you noticed that when you take your dog out, and it gets in that, awkward doggy position to take a shit. What the dog usually does, it makes eye contact with you. Have you noticed that? First time my dog did that to me, I was like, dude, like, awkward. But the reason the dog does it, I have it on scientific authority, is because the dog feels really vulnerable. And so it's looking at you like, you have to protect me now. I'm shitting. This is really uncomfortable for me, so you can get over being uncomfortable and protect me. And I thought, that's it. I had an inspiration. I thought, that is it. That is how we're going to bring people together. A perfect icebreaker. You're probably wondering, what the fuck is he talking about? Breaking the ice. Oh, I apologize for that. I did not say that word. So the baby's like, keep going. So the way I got down with my guy from IT, and I was like, listen, the way you should go about this is, because he's like, listen, when I'm on a date, I smell pretty good, she smells pretty good, like it's working. I think we're, getting to that point where like I'm gonna take her home. And I don't know what to do. It gets pretty awkward. The first time, like, we kissed and we made out, it's pretty awkward. It's like, I know exactly what you need to do. The dog method. And he's like, all right, tell me about the dog method. So I told him, I said, what you do is you stuff your lady full of chipotle. You make sure you take her to that fancy dinner at Chipotle. Just buy double, whatever it is. Just make sure she eats a lot of that. Then throw some yogurt on top of that. Some frozen yogurt. Make sure that brew is really going in there. And the moment you see that she's uncomfortable, take her straight to your house. Straight to your house. Drive as fast as you can, because you don't want her to just get embarrassed in your car and so on and so forth. That's not the method. The method, you drive her straight to her house, and your place, and then she's gonna make a beeline for the restroom. She's gonna make that beeline. She's gonna be a little awkward about it, but this is all part of breaking the ice. You just say, go for it, baby. The restroom's right there. The moment, and then you have to listen very carefully. I told him you have to listen very carefully. The moment she settles down, you need to come up to that door, that bathroom door, and you need to blast it right open. And you need to look her straight in the eye and say, I'm here for you, baby. And if that doesn't work, make sure you take her hands and you make a nice eye contact. After that, no matter what you do, she will never be more uncomfortable in that moment. So it's all uphill from there, baby. And he's like, dude, my door has a lock. I was like, I thought about that. I already looked it up. The way you break the lock is you plant your left foot nice and firm, and you really lean into it, and you just kick it right next to the lock, so that the door flies open. You will add extra shock effect. It will just break the ice forever and ever. You can marry that girl right there on the spot. Just hold her hand. You can slip the ring on it. She will not know what happened, but she'll definitely be happy when it's all over. And no more ice for you. That's it from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed that little joke. And sorry about the baby. Carlin is the best, by the way.
Alexander, one more round of applause for